musical theory, analysis, composition, and technique. They have a different sound and structure from major scales, but are very closely related to them. Side note, it's important to note that familiarity with major scales and key signatures is fundamental to understanding minor scales. If you don't know those things before tackling minor scales, you're gonna have a bad time. Check the links in the description if you need to brush up on either of those concepts. Major and minor scales are so closely related that we say that every major scale has a relative minor scale and every minor scale has a relative major scale. Consider C major and its relative minor scale, A minor. Notice that they're built using the exact same notes. In fact, if we arrange the notes like this and combine the scales, it's clear that they're basically the same scale, just starting in a different place. We can also see this phenomenon on the piano. Here's a 2-octave C major scale, and this section of notes in the middle is an A minor scale. Some people like to think of the minor scale as starting on the 6th note of the major scale. Similarly, relative major and minor scales share a key signature. For instance, D major and its relative minor, B minor. Both have 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp, which means you can also write these scales like this, with a key signature, instead of writing out the individual sharps. The easiest way to determine a scale's relative major or minor is to realize that the root or first note of relative major and minor scales are separated by 3 semitones. To find the relative minor of C major, go down 3 semitones, C to B to B flat, and B flat to A. So, A minor is the relative minor scale of C major, and C major is the relative major of A minor. Of course, it works backwards too. To find the relative major of E flat minor, go up 3 semitones, E flat to E to F, and F to G flat. G flat major is the relative major of E flat minor. Also, relative major and minor are separated by 2 letter names. In this case, E goes to F and then to G. Things get confusing if you try to compare E flat minor and F sharp major. Be careful, some people count the first note rather than the first semitone and end up only going up 2 semitones. From C sharp minor, they go 1, 2, 3, but that's only 2 semitones. Make sure to go 3 semitones up or down. So, the relative major of C sharp minor is E major. To remember which direction is which, think of the quality of the scales. Most people think of the major scale as a happy, bright sound, like the feeling of nailing the garbage can with a piece of trash from all the way across